But in the meantime, we'll take you straight to Maxwell Agbagba. He had an interaction with the Mile 7 Taxi Drivers Association right here in Accra. And this is what they're fighting for. They want government to stop a private developer who is evicting them from a piece of land they so far have been occupying, using as a taxi rank. Let's join him.
We are live from the Mile 7 Taxi Rank, where some members of the Mile 7 Taxi Association are raising issues about a private developer who is evicting them from a land that they've been using as taxi rank for, I'm told, over 3 decades. Well, we told that sometime last year, the members of the association actually wrote a letter to the District Assembly, the gov't District Assembly. They copied the Ministry of Roads and Highways. They also copied the police in that petition. The Minister for Roads and Highways actually responded to that petition and directed that a private developer who was putting up a story building here should stop the construction. Issues were raised because the private developer allegedly was also constructing a wall. Some of the taxi drivers had issues with. They're saying that the wall actually pushed them into the middle of the road.
Okay, so if the camera can zoom in, okay. It's about this property behind us, behind the taxi rank. There's a developer who has basically muscled his way into taking the land and developing it, ostensibly to build a car park for the EcoBank here who don't have proper parking. But this taxi rank has been here for 40 years. It's served this community for 40 years, about 20 of which I have been a resident. So basically they've been haggling about this for a couple of years. But we've had the developer has taken them to court and somehow won a declaration that he's the rightful owner of the land. But since then, the Minister of Roads and Highways and his deputy have come here, which I've given you a tape on, and declared this to be a right-of-way, just before in front of this house. It's a right-of-way. It is public land.
Yeah. So I've seen that this letter that you're showing me, and the minister said this will be used for the construction of road. He described this as a right-of-way. Yes. So they'll be using it for the construction of road. Yes. If they want to expand the road, they would use it. The minister actually stated that they do not have any problem with the taxi drivers using it as a taxi rank, but they have a problem with the private developer.
Yes. And this letter is dated 9th July 2019. It was written to the Chief Executive of the gov't Assembly. Copies of the letter have been taken to the District Police Commander. And the taxi drivers are still here. They're getting closer to the road, causing traffic, because they're basically jostling for space with pedestrians. And it causes a lot of traffic here, and it's also not safe for the people that work here. But this letter is almost a year old. And the District Assembly, in spite of the fact that taxi drivers go there every week and to the police station, nothing is happening.
So your concern is that,
my concern is the concern
in spite of the letter written by the Minister of Roads and Highways directing that the private developer should stop work and then clear the road so that they can use it for a taxi rank. Yes. That decision has not been implemented by the District Assembly.
Exactly, that is the point. And even though the drivers think there's some kind of, well, there's manipulation going on, obviously. I think there is manipulation going on. Because this is the letter from the Chief of Staff of the Minister, of the Ministry of...
The Chief Director of the Minister.
Chief Director, pardon me. Chief Director. And somehow one day after...
What do you want to be done? You want that decision to be, that directive to be implemented?
It's not just what I want, it's what residents want. We want this directive from the ministry to be carried out so that Mile 7 residents can have a taxi rank back again in a safe manner for both drivers and passengers and pedestrians.
Okay. I mean, we can understand the taxi drivers when they say that they are taking over the land that they use as a taxi rank, but how does it affect you as residents?
Okay, so I've lived here for 30 odd years and I do not have a car. This is how I get around. This is how I get about. Mile 7 taxis, the taxi rank. So how I came to know is that they all know because I'm literally always here. That's how I came to know.
So when the taxi rank is moved from this place, how is it going to affect us?
Well, we're all going to have to find another way of commuting, and I don't know how else to commute. There's no taxi rank within any.
Let me speak to some of the taxi drivers. Yeah, Chief, stand here for me. What's your name?
My name is DKK Nkrumah.
Okay. Who are you?
I'm a driver here.
You're a driver?
Yes.
Okay. Tell me, what are your concerns?
My concern is we've been here for about 40 years. And all of a sudden, this man came and I said the land is for him. So he started developing the land, fenced the whole area. So minister came in and he rescued us. 1 year down later, he came again and built the wall against us, and he stuck us from inside and throw us out here. So we are here and we are causing traffic and all those things. So we want the minister to come in again to come and rescue us.
Okay. So you're saying that 1 year after the directive from the minister, that the private developer should be stopped, his permits should be revoked, and then construction should stop so that you can still use this place as a taxi rank. That decision, that directive has not been implemented by the gov't District Assembly.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So what do you want to be done right now?
I want the minister to step in and come and rescue us from the developer.
Okay. What's the inconvenience this is? Tell us about the inconvenience and how this is posing a challenge to you as taxi drivers here.
Of course, this thing is worried us too much because there's no taxi, let's say, station around this area, except only this taxi rank. And we have a lot of passengers. Sometimes we do day and night. Sometimes somebody will come from Kumasi, Takoradi, Tamale. They all come here in the night, midnight, about 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. We are still working here. So it's like if we are not here, in fact, the passengers, they won't feel comfortable to get a car home. So I want the minister to step in and come and help us.
You're saying that the private developer has pushed you onto the main road, so you end up causing traffic during rush hour.
Yes.
How is that possible?
Because here is a runabout, a very big runabout, and we are in the junction, in the junction too. So sometimes the whole place will jam because of us, because we have to turn around before we can come and park outside here. So that's why.
Okay. Thank you very much. What's your name again?
DKK Nkrumah, a.k.a. Okres.
Okay, you are the...
What?
Taxi driver here?
Yes, I'm a taxi driver here.
Great. Let me speak to other taxi drivers. Sir, you're welcome to join me. Yeah, okay. So this taxi is coming up. So you stand here for me. Yeah. You're a taxi driver here?
Yeah, I'm a taxi driver here. Oh, what we are looking for is that already the government came here some time ago to stop the developer from doing what he's doing. But all of a sudden, it cut off, and the developer came back. When he came back, we was trying to settle him, or we were trying to make everything comfortable for the two of us. But it was still insisting that we should move. So when he came, it was like he brought a policeman and a land guard, so many land guards. They came here, they destroyed everything that we are making over here. Our chairs, everything that we were having. We were even having office there, but they destroyed everything and they pushed us out. So we are here. Here we are not feeling comfortable because it's causing a lot of traffic. You see how we have even arranged our cars. It's not nice because if one car finishes loading, unless the first one moves, then the other one too come. So it's causing distractions and traffic.
So what do you want to be done?
What we are looking for is we want the Minister of Road and Transport to come to our rescue to help us from the developer. That's what we're looking for now.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Well, so you just heard from some of the taxi drivers and residents here at the Mile 7 taxi rank. They are members of the Mile 7 Taxi Drivers Association. Well, their concern is that the building right behind me, the private developer, has pushed them onto the streets. They say they've been using this piece of land for many decades, now. But now the private developer is pushing them onto the streets. They say that the Roads and Highways Minister sometime last year in July 2019 came here. And after that visit, he directed the gov't District Assembly to take a decision to halt to stop the private developer from going ahead with the building and then revoking his permit. They say 1 year after that directive, is yet to be implemented, and they want that decision to be implemented by the gov't District Assembly. They say for now they've been forced onto the streets, and they accept that they are the cause of the traffic around the Mile 7, roundabout. So if you're coming from Pokwase, Tantra Hills and its environs, and you find any traffic around the roundabout, they are saying that this is part of the situation that you're facing here. From the Mile 7 taxi rank, Maxwell Agbagba for Joy News. Over to you in the studio. Okay.
Maxwell Agbagba with that roving for us. This is still the AM show with me, gov't and Apia, and Roland Walker. So I have a special guest in the studio. I'm going to take a very quick break. When I return, I'll tell you about something rather exciting that's about to drop on the Joy News channel. Stay for it.